Hi y'all, I'm Brenda with Blessings and Bread. Welcome to my garden. Today is a beautiful day in January here in Texas, and I am going to give a quick update on my fall garden, which is kind of bit the dust from the super cold temperatures we had in early January. Our temperature got down, I think as low as maybe even below maybe 15 degrees. I'm not sure how low it got, but it got really cold. And so most of my plants have bit the dust from that cold a temperature. I wasn't trying to cover them up or protect them because I knew it's time to really start getting ready for my spring garden. And today what I plan to do is maybe pull up some of the plants that are done from the fall garden. And the main goal though is to find a spot and prepare the bed and plant my onions for my spring garden in the state of Texas. I think I'm in zone, I'm not sure. I never can remember. I think I'm in zone 8A, but I'm not sure. But I know that it's time to plant onions in my zone. So we are going to work on that today. It's a pretty beautiful day. There's a little bit of a breeze, but hopefully I can get this done before the sun goes down too much and it gets too cold. So I'm ready to get started. Before I start though, I'm going to give you just a quick view of what the garden's looking like now, which it's pretty done. This is my spinach bed, and as you can see, any spinach that's there is got probably some, it's been bit by the freeze, and my spinach never did well. This is my lettuce bed, and as you can see, the cold weather just got my lettuce. I think unless I change my plan, this is where I may be about to plant my onions. This is my broccoli and cabbage you're seeing here. Some of my cabbages still have not formed heads. I have only got to basically pick one cabbage out of all I grew. I'm going to go do some checking to see if they're firming up any. Let's just see. No, they're still just not making heads at all. That one is a little, so they're just not doing well. These are my Brussels sprouts. Let's see how they're doing. I think I have the same problem with my Brussels sprouts. Oh my goodness. Here is a turnip growing randomly outside of the bed. I have got to zoom in on this. Just one second. I hope I can show this to you so that you can see it well enough. But I was just walking around trying to do some videos, and I almost stepped on this. And I'm going to go down and show you if I can. See if you can see this. But it's a radish or a turnip. I think it's a turnip, but it's not round. I don't think I had any radish seeds out here. Pull that up. That's just growing randomly outside of the bed. That's amazing. This is what is left of my broccoli plants. If they've made a few side heads, I could probably have harvested, but I was able to harvest quite a good crop of broccoli through the season. Of all of this bed, the broccoli's what did the best. This is was where I had my winter lettuce or my fall garden lettuce. So now I'm going to rework this bed today, and I'm going to add some 2 different bags or partial bags of soil into there and just to enrich the soil. I originally made my soil, but I think I've put too much compost or something in it, and it's very dry. So I'm going to hope to start trying to get it back to where it's got a little more, it'll hold a little more moisture. One of the things I really think it needs that I don't have, and that's sometimes hard to find, and when you find it, it's expensive, and that is coarse vermiculite. And I probably need some of that in here. And I might add it to some of the other beds later, but today I don't have any. It's time to get these onions in the ground. So I'm gonna get started getting rid of what's left in here and then prepping the soil to plant onions. Okay, I have gotten the ground cleared out and broke up. And I wanted to show you something. See if I can find some right here. Took my glove off, but I don't know if it'll show up in the actual video. But this has actual little ice crystals still on it. And I thought that was interesting. At first I thought something had gone wrong with my soil. And it was making clods, which reminded me of the black land up around north central Texas where I grew up on my farm. We had black land, and I promise you, it makes big, huge clods that are hard as rocks. My brother and my sister and I would get in the garden and have clod fights when we were kids. But what this was where the ground was still frozen. We've had such cold temperatures, and up right along the front of this bed, it was still basically frozen there, which I don't think I've ever worked my garden early enough that I dealt with that before. So hopefully it won't affect my onions because I'm getting them out on time. Usually I'm late planting onions, but this year I'm getting them out right on time in January here. So what I'm doing is I'm going to show you now, I'm going to add to the soil 2 bags of the 2 bags, and let me show you what those are. This bag right here is just all-purpose garden soil, but it has worm castings in it, and that's what I like. I add this every year, and so it's just really adding some garden soil that I purchased. But this bag is called All-Purpose Nature's Blend, and it's really compost blend, but it has alfalfa and humate. Oh, now you're here. I said, now you're here. Well, I've turned this over, so I think I've got it done. You think? I've put in both of those. You
didn't find anything down here?
I haven't planted anything. But I have that soil right up against that board over there still had ice in it. Oh, yeah. It's like frozen. Yeah. Still, literally. See those clods?
I don't know why they made that gate.
All right. It can't see you, but it can hear you. So anything you say can and will be. Ooh, that one's kind of crooked. All right. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Well, Rod came out after all the hard work was done, but he did make me some little rows here for my onions. So see how far they'll go. Oh yeah, he wants y'all to know he was working on the gate. He was working on the gate, which needed fixing. That onion almost looks like it's ready to eat for a green onion. thank you for coming today and watching this video as I transition from a fall garden to a spring garden. Onions are the very first thing we get planted here in Texas, just about. And so my onions are now in the ground, ready to go. I need to water them in, but hopefully they'll get a good start. This is the correct time to plant them, so I'm doing good. Most of the time I get them planted late. So this year I did good, had a good sunny day. It's been wonderful. I have so enjoyed being out here today. And I hope that you will come along with me on my journey this spring as I do my garden. And I will see you the next time I'm in my garden, on my porch, or in my kitchen.